Hi, I'm Michael from Pinnacle. I'm here with James Bardolph from Face It. I'm going to ask some James Bardolph questions for James Bardolph.
This should be interesting.
Do you have any wristwatch envy for anyone in the pro circuit? Any professional player or caster?
Wristwatch envy? Yeah. Not really. I'm kind of, I'm not shy to go after what I want, so let me see. I will say Janko's got he's got a nice Breitling Never Timer. We talk about watches a lot. Nico from FaZe, he's got a nice subby. He's got a two-tone sub, I think. But no, I'm in a pretty good spot. I recently got my straps as well. This actually has the bomb code on it. Yeah, but this is when the French military, when they used to get given watches, they used to just get given the head without a strap. So this is an example of, they used to make their own straps from parachute cord. And this is actually some of the original parachute cord that they used to make their straps with. So this one is slightly modified. I won't get too nerdy about it, but it is like the original parachute cord. It's amazingly comfortable. And this has a roulette wheel date, which goes black and red, depending on the day. So the red line through it kind of goes really well. So I'm super happy.
Yeah, fair enough. So what are your thoughts on Battalion 1944 with Face It integrating the game? You're aware of it, you've probably played a fair amount.
Yeah, I played, I don't know the maps just yet. I actually played a game with the CEO of Face It in Santa Monica, I think 2 days ago. And we won, which was pretty cool. But it's really awesome. I used to play Day of Defeat competitively. I wasn't like, top of the game or anything, but I had my own place in the ladder back in the enemy down days. I wouldn't say it's comparative to that. It's more like Call of Duty, a lot of people say. But obviously the wartime kind of timing of the game is familiar, and I used to love the K98 and all that. So even though it's not the same as DoD, it's still like there's a lot of nostalgia there for me. So I'm really enjoying it. A lot of people seem to love it, which is fantastic. It's growing pretty much every day. And I think the integration is fantastic as well. It's really awesome to use to just have it in the game. And I mean, I wasn't part of the testing of that. Sometimes I am, like the PUBG integration, for example, but that one I wasn't. So seeing that all come together was really awesome for me as well.
Cool. So speaking of another game, Face It have recently involved in Apex Legends.
Yeah. What
are your thoughts on get game as a shooter? How have you been enjoying it?
I really enjoyed it actually. Obviously, we do a lot of different games, and I won't necessarily jump on board myself with all of them, but Apex Legends is a game that I actually enjoy playing, and I quite like the Caustic character. He's quite sadistic, which is up my street. But just the general, there's a lot of things in that game, like the sliding and using the balloons to fly around and so on, and the simplicity of the looting system, which resonate with me. So I think it's a fun game. Obviously, there's a lot. I don't think they expected the game to explode in the fashion it did. So I think they're playing catch up with a lot of things at the moment. So I think there'll be a lot of interesting things to come from a competitive point of view in the future. But the teams are really cool. Like in the show we're doing at the moment, we have a team in our studio every week. So it's pretty cool to meet those guys and see them playing as well. And we get their own sources up, and obviously there's a lot to learn. But we had, at the moment, it's like a pub stomping type, in that everyone's, just on general internet servers. But we had CLG and TSM in the same game, and there was a huge fight between them, which was actually partly determined who came out in the top 3. But it was really, really epic. So it was a small glimpse into what I think we're going to see in the future, and it was really exciting. It was really awesome. So I think the game's got a good future.
Okay. If you were to travel back in time to any time period, is a general question.
Okay.
What time period would you like to visit or just be in?
That's a good question. The problem is, the further you go back, the more susceptible you're going to be to disease, man. So like if I can go back with like penicillin, yeah, then that's cool. If I could just take some tablets with me. I don't know, man, because you want to say like something like dinosaurs, but you're going to get wrecked in about 5 seconds if you go hang out with dinosaurs, either by them or a volcano or who knows. So that's a tough question. But am I stuck there? Can I come back? Can I just leave after 20 minutes? All right, Egyptians then, ancient Egypt, absolutely. Because all those pyramids, right? Originally, when they were built, they were like super reflective. They had this, I forget what material it was, but it was like looted many years ago. But they were like massive they're almost like giant mirrors, essentially. So it'll be interesting to see those in their original luster and just like what the hell was going on with all those people, you know, because that's one of the crazier things of our time. I'll pass on the Aztecs though, lots of heads rolling down the temple steps, so I don't need to see any of that, so yeah.
You learn things every day. All right, what would be your go-to £3 meal deal combo?
£3 meal deal? Well, Jesus Christ. Well, it would probably be, I think I could get 2 pies with that in a pie shop. Okay. So, you know, you might want to go for the mash or the gravy, but I think you've got to prioritize the pies, maybe get some gravy in there, and that's good enough for me. Don't need anything else, not even water.
So, if you had only one album to listen to for the rest of your life,
okay,
what would you choose?
Queen's Greatest Hits. Easy.
Describe the top 2 teams in the world as a movie.
Okay, bloody hell, that's a hard one. That's a very hard one. Top 2 teams as a movie, okay. Just as one movie from scratch.
Either or the same?
All right, I would say, I have absolutely no idea. Pass. I can't do it, I can't do it.
So you've got a bit of a fighting game and Street Fighter background.
Yes.
What would be your main Street Fighter character?
Zangief. My username online was worst Geef ever, because when I went to the arcades that used to be on Tottenham Court Road, I didn't know that you could do a pile driver in either direction, regardless of what side of the screen you were on. So I kind of named myself that, but Zangief all day, every day, that's my hero.
Cool. What is your most memorable casting moment?
Casting moment, okay. I think, that's the, it's hard to say. I think
what just pops out in your mind?
In the match, I suppose it has to be Simple's double no scope. Even though it was kind of weird because we saw it from everyone else's perspective, we saw the replay afterwards, and that was absolutely wild. And the crowd were going, "Oh my god! Like, what is the science behind this?" So that it would have to be that.
Cool. And finally, do you have any precast rituals or superstitions?
We have an infamous precast ritual where we would warm up by listening to Temper T. And we'd be sitting in the cast room, shouting "boy off the ting" and so on. So it gets the vocal cords going. So that's something we do quite often.
Cool. Thank you, James. It's been lovely. Thank you very much.